Okay, just a minute ago I recorded this video, but I guess I did it wrong. So I have to do it again. Um, when people blame you for their problems, what do you do? It doesn't matter whether it's at work or at home. When people blame you or say that you couldn't possibly understand or know anything, what do? You want to know what you do? I have the answer for you. I have the key. But before I give you the answer, or actually, no, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you up front. You pray for them. You pray for them. That's the key. That's the answer to everything is prayer. And I say this because they're never going to understand what you truly go through for them, what you truly feel for them, what you've sacrificed for them. So there's no point in always bringing it up or saying, well, I did this and I did that. You know what you do? You just sit back. But you have to have a bit of tough skin. So this takes a little growth. You sit back, you listen to it, you say, okay, you hear them out, and then you let it go. Let it come right out the other ear. And the reason I say you have to let it come out the other ear, because if you let it stay in there, so what's in here goes to here, and I'm pointing to my heart. What's in here goes to here. But see, before it got here, it came in here. And so if you leave it in here and you allow that to mess with your psyche, then it's going to go there. But see, the thing is what people forget is what's in your heart is what comes out your mouth. So when people say how they feel, no matter who it is, when they say how they feel, you let them say it because that's what's in their heart. And obviously, they're lacking some knowledge and understanding about certain things. So you let them say it, but you don't allow it to get to your heart. Because when it gets to your heart, what comes out then, um, if you're not tamed, if you're not God-filled, then it can come out real ugly. It can come out really nasty. So that's why when it come in here, don't let it get here. Let it come right out this side. Because if it get there, you're going to start thinking about it. You're going to think about it hard. You're going to be like, I did this and I've done that for them and I. And you can't. You know what you got to do? You got to pray. Because they'll never understand the sacrifices you've made. They'll never understand the things that you've allowed yourself to endure, the abuse that they think they see or that they think that they've received. You won't understand that, and they won't understand the fact that they actually have been the one abusing you the whole time, misusing you, misunderstanding you. But again, that's your feelings, that's your thoughts, that's your perception, just like the other is their perception. So how do you deal with all of this? You pray. You pray so you can sleep. You pray so you can be awake. You pray so you don't get angry. You pray so you don't physically harm anybody. You pray so you don't get caught up. I ain't going no. Sorry. But you pray because you know better. And you don't have to prove it. You don't have to do any of those things because you know better. So what do? You pray so their plight, their frustration, their anger, their hatred does not become yours. Now, don't get me wrong. All families have a slight form of dysfunction. All work environments have a slight form of dysfunction. But that doesn't mean that you have to act like it and walk like it every day. It doesn't. So you pray for those that despitefully use you. You pray for those that don't see you for what you are and what you have been. You pray for those that mistreat you, misuse you, talk down to you, disrespectful to you. You pray for those. Because honestly, people don't realize a good thing until it's gone. So whether it's your work environment, if you are really doing and being on your job, some will see it while you're doing it. But there'll be those few that, though they never saw or received as much assistance as they've received now, still won't see that you helped them further and greater than they could have even imagined, because some people just like to complain. And then in your home life, for those, again, my hand doing this crazy thing, for those that don't see how much you do sacrifice for them, or how much you do give, or how much you do endure, they won't see it until they grow up. Sometimes these people that have to grow up are already adults. So it doesn't matter whether it's your spouse, if it's your children, if it's your parent, if it's a friend. Some people just have to grow up, but they might not be able to grow up because you've helped them too much. So even though they think you don't help them enough, maybe you've overcompensated so much that they don't know how to do it themselves. So that's why at a certain point you have to just pray and move out of the way. After I said that, I had a Mike Todd moment and I wanted to bust out a beat and be like, pray, move out of the way. Pray, move out of the way. But I just did it. Yeah. Anyway, I hope that this reaches you guys and you have a true understanding. No, this life was never said that it was going to be easy. Nobody said you would never endure. They picked on Jesus. They talked about Jesus. Jesus couldn't even do big miracles in his hometown because people didn't believe. You know, the power that you possess is supposed to be greater than what he did on this earth. But we have to tap into it. So when people talk about you, when people say that what you don't do or what you do that makes them feel whatever kind of way, That's their thoughts, that's their feelings, that's their emotions. They're entitled to it, and you're entitled to yours. But you know what you do? Because people don't dictate you. That's why you pray. Don't let it live in your brain. Don't let it come to your heart. Don't let it come out of your mouth. Pray. That's what should be coming out. Prayer. Prayer. And more prayer. Anyway, again, I say I hope this reached you guys. Stay up, stay blessed, and know that you are loved. Next time.